So, I got this new DJI Mic Mini, and I've been trying to freaking get it to work with the iPhone since I got it, and it's been pissing me off because it kept recording audio on my phone mic, and that sounds like crap. The whole reason I got this mic was for vlogging, I guess is what they call it, but for motorcycle rides on my electric motorcycles that I got into a couple years ago and spent way too much freaking money on so far. But it's my current hobby that I'm pretty deep in. Spend a lot of time, a lot of money on it. I just wanted to start documenting some of the rides on video because it's cool. I mean, you may not think it is, but I think it's cool. And I started a YouTube channel. It's brand new, so make fun of me if you want, because it sucks right now. But again, it's brand new. I also got this so I can start putting out a little bit of content with quality audio for real estate and roofing. I don't like doing video, but I know people do like watching it. Maybe something will come of it. I don't know. My Facebook account isn't public anymore, so I don't really know how it's going to help me other than putting out stuff to you guys that I'm already friends with. Either way, I'm going to use the mic for video content and for documenting rides on the motorcycle and stuff, because it sounds really cool to be able to hear the motor and some audio. I may talk a little bit once I get used to it and just do some tutorials and just general info videos. But yeah, I finally got it to work, I think, after messing with it for 3 days now. Wasted a few videos of it not working, and one was this morning. I went to an inspection for a referral client from a customer in my neighborhood that sent me a couple roofs already, and we've done a couple of their roofs. I talked a little bit about how she already has her insurance paperwork, so the inspection is really just to get eyes on it and to document before we touch the roof and before I see the insurance paperwork. She's like 65 years old and said she's not very tech savvy and would rather give it to me in person than try to figure out how to email it. So we're going to meet on Saturday, and she's going to show me the estimate and breakdown and everything, so I can kind of go over it with her. Not a big claim or anything like that. The house is small, and I mean, not a great job, but it's a referral, so we're going to do it. I did another video after the inspection that, again, the audio recorded on my phone and sounds like crap, and I didn't want to use it because even in my truck, the background noise is so loud, just the wind noise in the truck. And with the DJI mic, it's got the dead cat and noise reduction, so that's going to help out a lot with background noise, and maybe you'll hear mostly my voice, as much as I hate that, but it's better quality all around. So that second video, I talked about the inspection. I don't really remember what I said, but it was just about how there's not a lot to it. It's going to need a redeck. Yeah, I think that's basically it. But anyway, I'm on the way to another inspection now for another realtor friend of mine. It's about 2:45 in the afternoon, Thursday, October 2nd. This one is this one's on a duplex. She said it's for the entire duplex. So a lot of times I'll look stuff up on the map before I go to the inspection, and sometimes I'll even look up the hail map before I go out there to see if it's had any hail in the past couple years, and just to kind of see what I'm getting into. I'll check and see if it's steep or if there's any quirks I can kind of see ahead of time just from an aerial view or street view on Google Earth. But I didn't do that today, so I'm kind of going into it blind, but it is what it is. Not too worried about it. We'll see it when we get there. But yeah, hopefully this audio is clear and works fine. And I guess I'll keep trying to put out more content. Okay, so I stopped that last recording and listened to it, and there's not a lot of background noise. I have the gain on the receiver turned down to -12. And no, there wasn't any background noise and not much wind noise and everything, but also my voice volume wasn't very loud, so I turned the gain back up to 0. We'll see how that goes. I've got the air conditioner going. I'm not at highway speeds anymore because I already exited off to where I'm going. So I'm just doing 25, 30 miles an hour when I'm not stopped. But yeah, still trying to figure out this mic and get the audio settings down. So if anyone has used the DJI Mic Mini with an iPhone, let me know what your secrets are. If you've got any, if you figured out any hacks or ways to make it work better or settings that I need to change. I think I've got noise reduction on the receiver from the DJI Mimo app turned down to just low reduction. I think it's called basic, but then there's another one that's called high reduction, but this is low reduction. And on this video, I turned the gain up from -12 to 0. So we'll see how the volume with my voice is now. See if it's picking up any other background noise or anything. Once I figure this out with the iPhone, I'm going to try with the iPhone and the mic in my helmet on the motorcycle and see how the wind noise is and do some tests like that and figure out the best way to use it there. Then I've got a new DJI Osmo Action 5 camera coming in probably next week sometime. And with that, you don't have to use the receiver that comes with the Mic Mini. The Action 5 actually acts as a receiver itself, and it's got a couple other settings in there you can mess with. So we'll see how that is too. But again, this is gain turned up to 0 for now. And we'll see how the audio is here. Let me know if you've got any secrets to using this thing. Hopefully I've figured out how to connect it to where it actually works now. But I think it's probably still a good idea to do like a little test video before you start actually recording to make sure your audio is working and everything. The only way I got it to start working and actually connecting to the mic and working through the mic instead of my phone mic is by just taking it, disconnecting it from my phone, just pulling it out and plugging it back in. And apparently that makes it connect. If you know a better way to do it, let me know. We're still figuring it out.